Kevin here. In this video, you're going to learn something incredible about business negotiation strategies, and we are going to use the drama surrounding Twitter and Elon Musk to teach this lesson to you. It is so critical that you have this perspective because boy, oh boy, am I getting a lot of hate on the interwebs right now because of my opinions surrounding the Elon and Twitter deal, which the reality is, most of these folks are wannabe attorneys or armchair attorneys who think they know everything that's going on and how the business world works. And the reality is, A, they've probably never been in a courtroom, and B, they probably aren't that good at business. So let's go ahead and get started and teach you some real facts and real business. Let's pull up my tweet first. So first, I tweeted yesterday, some say Elon Musk has to buy Twitter as is with the bots because he, quote, waived his right to due diligence. Wrong, I respond. And I quote, paraphrase the Security and Exchange Commission's 10b-5 rule, which is the fraud rule. Paraphrase. Twitter can be liable for omissions of material facts or providing misleading material facts. Therefore, waiving due diligence does not mean you have to accept a fraudulent disclosure, such as understated bots. Note this has like 30,000.7 likes, which is pretty wild. Like, I've never had this many. And Elon Musk replied and ratioed me with 38,000 likes with one word, correct. Didn't even add the period here, which of course I replied, holy life goal achieved. I can die peacefully now, which also did quite well. But anyway, let's talk about the lesson here and what we have to know, because it's really, really important. And I'm tired of all this back and forth and drama that's going on. But I'll tell you, drama is exactly what Elon is planning for. So let's be real here. Everyone talking about material adverse effects and looking up definitions or speculating about what a judge or jury is going to do in the event that Elon tries to get his $1 billion essential deposit back is missing the point. Everyone, they're all missing the point of business because I don't think they understand business. Even the people saying stuff like, oh, well, Elon Musk is buying Twitter to fix the bots. Now he's complaining that there are bots. Look, also missing the point. It's like being told that you're going to buy a fixer-upper house that only needs paint and carpet, and then you discover that it actually needs a new foundation, a plumbing system, electrical system, a sewer, a roof. Look, 5% bots versus 50% bots matters. Just like a foundation versus just doing paint and carpet matters. And this is why everyone's missing the point. This is not about trying to figure out who's right or wrong about material adverse effects, because that comes down to judgment, and that takes years in a courtroom of deliberating. It could take anywhere between 2 to 8 years to actually get a judgment. Nobody wants to be tied up in litigation that long. Nobody at Twitter, no executive, no board members, the company itself. It's not in the company's best interest. It's not in Elon's best interest. And that's why everybody who's complaining about trying to define what's going to happen and who's perfectly right or wrong is totally missing the point, because they don't understand business deal making. It's literally like a massive real estate transaction. It's a hardcore negotiation every day, and it's stressful every single day. Elon Musk is undertaking a business strategy known as chaos theory, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment, but I quickly want to give a shout out. And this is a big lesson, but I quickly want to just shout out metkevin.com/public up here. Make sure to go to metkevin.com/public so you get a free stock worth all the way up to $1,000. Check out this beautiful banner we got here. One free stock up to $1,000. All you have to do is go to metkevin.com/public. Open and fund an account with any amount. They do not use payment for order flow. They're a social platform as well. You could follow me there at Meet Kevin on Public. So check them out, metkevin.com/public. Okay, so what is chaos theory? Chaos theory is the premise that the more chaos you cause, the more control you have. See, chaos, it was believed, according to the ancient Greeks, that out of chaos, the cosmos were formed. That is, out of chaos came order. Out of disorder comes order. And so when you create chaos, you have control over the order that's created. Now, let's think a little bit about Elon's actions. He wants employees freaking out. Constant stories about half of Twitter employees incapable of coping with the idea of Elon as their boss creates chaos inside of Twitter. Nothing gets done. Business slows down. Sales in the advertising department slow down. Everything slows down because everything's discombobulated. This is chaos inside the company. Creating drama over executives quitting creates drama. Just 3 weeks ago, the vice president of product management and the vice president of Twitter services both quit. This creates chaos. Now you have leaderless departments potentially. Market movements like the stock going up or down are creating a larger arbitrage between the $54.20 price and the $39 and whatever cents it's at now. Creates chaos. Lawsuits create chaos because they increase the stakes of the deal. They motivate the board to be conscientious of lawsuits, knowing full well that everybody's going to end up getting sued on both sides. This is not a surprise. But the goal isn't to worry about the lawsuits right now. Those, again, are going to take 2 to 8 years to resolve. So right now, the goal is get the best deal possible. Then you walk around with a staff of attorneys and you clean it up. Like you walk around after you fix up your fixer-upper and you broom sweep all the dust up. The lawsuit creates noise and chaos, though. And again, chaos is beneficial to the one creating order eventually, and that's Elon Musk. This is chaos theory. Employee uncertainty, chaos. Drama over bots. Drama over his $1 billion deposit. Drama over material adverse effects. Well, if it's 7% bots, is that still reasonable? What if it's 50% bots? How are we going to count the bots? How are we going to, audit the whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or what happens if the Texas Attorney General just gets involved? And this is actually really entertaining. In fact, take a look at this, okay? I'm going to open this up here for you. Take a look on screen now. You've got a civil investigative demanding the following things from Twitter by a deadline of June 27th, okay? Look at this. All computer files, written, printed, graphic, recorded material of any kind regarding of any kind of authorship on ads, ad reach, bots, fake accounts, spammer account, any kind of content, anything having to do with advertising, bots, and stuff at Twitter has to now get disclosed to the Texas Attorney General because they're filing an investigation against Twitter. Folks, this is no more than chaos, but listen to how crazy this chaos is getting. It's going to include documents stored in personal computers, portable computers, workstations, mini computers, phones, pagers, personal data, voicemails, you name it, even text messages and other documents in the possession of officers, managers, or even employees. Literally everyone on their personal devices or work devices has to give up all sorts of documentation, and nobody is allowed to delete anything. Otherwise, they'd be subject to civil penalties themselves if they delete anything. Folks, don't you think this is going to create a lot of chaos? Hell yeah. And don't you think there's a high likelihood that Elon Musk probably has really good relationships or relations with Texas, given that he moved not only does he have SpaceX there, but moved Tesla's headquarters to Austin, Texas, and moved to Texas himself? Come on. Look at this. Texas is going as far as saying, we want documents that substantiate you have less than 5% bots, but we also want any kind of documentation that contradicts any statements that you have made that prove that you actually have more than 5% bots, which actually means like if you ran a study and your result came up and said, oh, we have 6% bots. Oh, okay, let's redo the study or whatever. They want that result too. This is basically now Twitter potentially trying to say, or Texas trying to flush out, hey, Twitter, are you hiding things from us? We want every bit of documentation on anything related to this. It's really incredible. So let's go back to the rest of the lesson here. So the important thing that we have to know here is all of this stuff, look at the whiteboard, all of this causes chaos. Chaos theory. Again, folks, it's the absence of order. This is a siege by attrition. Think of trench warfare. Little by little, you wear them down. And eventually you get what you want at a discounted price for Twitter. It's a negotiation. Come on, folks. This is a business negotiation. Chaos theory creates order from disorder. All of these things right here are a disaster. Executives leaving. This is a complete disaster. Employee freakouts. Hiring freeze. The change/code freeze right here. You can't even work at Twitter right now because you can't change any of the code. Unless you're breaking the rules, you can't even change any of the code right now. The stock fluctuations. Parag going MIA, not even tweeting on Twitter anymore. The bot problem. All of this is chaos. And again, folks, chaos is the goal here. Chaos is the goal. Go to metkevin.com/public and get yourself a free stock up to $1,000. Elon is a winning here. And if you want to learn how to win yourself, make sure you go to metkevin.com/join. Check out the courses on building your wealth. Link down below. Use that coupon code down below. We go live every day that the market is open. We do fundamental analysis. We do great things together. I'm excited to see you there. And folks, we'll see you in the next video. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it. Thanks. Bye.